Whether you wear it for fashion or function, let's travel through time and learn some interesting facts about watches. Don't we all take wearing a watch for granted? It's understandable, given that it's always on our wrist. We see it all the time, often without even realizing it. The humble watch keeps us on time and helps us count down to the end of the workday. But there is so much more to learn about it. So, where did we get the idea to wrap a clock around our wrists in the first place? And why did men only start wearing watches during World War I? Discover some fascinating facts about watches that will astound you. Oh, to go back in time when a watch was only used to tell time. Today, watches have evolved into wearable technology capable of monitoring our health metrics, searching the internet and scheduling appointments. And watches that only tell the time are more expensive than ever. One of the coolest watch facts we discovered has to be the magic of quartz crystal. Just wait until you read about it. And what about the moon watch that helped save the doomed Apollo 13 mission? Keep watching as we tell you everything you need to know. Hello, and welcome to another amazing video from our Luxe Life channel. In this video, we'll go over the useless facts about luxury and ordinary watches. But first, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. So, let's get this started. There are so many interesting stories about watches that we had no idea about. So come along and learn about watch history and mechanics, and of course, some exorbitant prices. Number 1. The word is watch. The term watch is derived from the Old English word wex, which means to keep an eye on and be alert. This is also where the terms watchman and night watchman come from. Because we keep an eye on the time, it stands to reason that these two words are synonyms. Number 2. The first watch. Around 1500 BC, the Egyptians invented the first clock/watch. The Egyptians could tell time by the length and direction of the shadow cast by a stone obelisk placed in the path of the sun. Number 3. The wristwatch. The pocket watch was the forerunner to the wristwatch. For many years, the pocket watch was the most popular option. Wristwatches did not become fashionable for women until the late 1800s. Even into the 1900s, men kept their watches hidden away in their pockets. Number 4. Could you please repair my watch? Watchmaking is frequently regarded as a dying profession and art form. In fact, the number of qualified watchmakers in the United States has decreased from 60,000 to 5,000 in the last 60 years. Number 5. It can be worn while swimming. In 1926, Rolex was the first company to create a waterproof watch. The Oyster watch had a watertight case and was sealed with rubber gaskets. Mercedes-Benz wore it while swimming across the English Channel to prove it worked. Number 6. The smartwatch. Many of us have ditched the classic timepiece for wearable tech. Apple, unsurprisingly, has surpassed Samsung in the smartwatch market, accounting for more than 30% of global sales, leaving Samsung in the dust with a 10% market share. Number 7. What is the material of a watch? Watch straps and faces are extremely adaptable and open to new ideas. They can also be made of a wide range of materials. Wood, bamboo, and recycled ocean plastic are some of the more environmentally friendly options, while traditional materials include rubber, leather, woven fabrics, and metal. Number 8. A new fashion trend. Here's one of the most fascinating historical watch facts. The New York Times reported in 1916 on a strange new trend in Europe in which men wore timepieces as bracelets. This bracelet had become a necessity on the battlefields of World War I, and the general public was following suit. Number 9. The moon watch. The Omega Speedmaster was the official timepiece of NASA's Apollo missions and the first timepiece to be worn on the moon. It also saved Apollo 13, as the exact 14-second thruster burn that redirected the doomed spacecraft was perfectly timed on the Speedmaster. This is, in our opinion, one of the coolest fun facts about watches we've discovered. Number 10. A memorable face. Watchmakers are extremely creative individuals. An astronomical watch that shows the movements of each planet in our solar system, as well as the Bradley timepiece designed for the blind, have two palpable ball bearings indicating hours and minutes. To tell the time, simply place your finger where the ball bearing is on the clock face. Isn't that cool? Number 11. The preferred watch of Bond. Rolex was James Bond's official watch until Pierce Brosnan, took over the role in 1995. That's when the Omega Seamaster became known as Bond's go-to watch. What is the reason for the change? The blue watch face matched Brosnan's blue eyes perfectly. Number 12. Mechanical or quartz. When not running digitally, watches tell the time using a quartz crystal or mechanical gears. You'd think mechanical watches would be more accurate, but quartz is far more accurate. Quartz watches are usually less expensive as well. More on quartz crystals later in our watch facts journey. Number 13. A watch for a psycho. Many companies refuse to be associated with the film's violent storyline when looking for a watch sponsor for the film American Psycho. Rolex eventually agreed, but only on the condition that Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale, not wear the watch while dismembering bodies. Yikes! Number 14. Most complicated watch ever created. The stunning and perplexing Vacheron Constantin reference 57,260 watch took 8 years to build and 85 prototypes. The watch contains 2,826 parts, 57 complications, and 242 jewels. It also has 33 fingers. The cost? A whopping $10 million. Number 15. The Mechanics Classics. Among the many historical watch facts, this one demonstrates the mechanical watch's true timelessness. In over 200 years, the inner workings of a basic watch have remained unchanged. A tightly wound spring drives a 4-gear wheel to which the hands are attached. It's as simple as that. Number 16. A hefty price tag. It's time to take out a very big loan. The Patek Philippe Super Complication, built in 1933, is the most expensive watch in the world. This watch sold for $24 million at auction in 2014, breaking its own record of $11 million set in 1999. Number 17. World War I watches. As previously stated, the wristwatch became popular among men during World War I. Soldiers had to be ready, often with their guns drawn. It was still critical to know the time in order to coordinate attacks, so the wristwatch was widely used. It was also the end of the pocket watch. Number 18. The most glamorous watch company? Cartier is a French jeweler known for its stunning watches for both men and women. In fact, Cartier was the preferred watch of many of the 20th century's most powerful women, including Princess Diana and Jackie Kennedy. Number 19. No robots are permitted. Most watches today are at least partially machine-made. However, Rolex has refused to accept this industry shift. Every Rolex watch is meticulously handcrafted and then independently inspected for quality. This is even more impressive given that Rolex manufactures 2,000 watches per day. Number 20. How does quartz crystal function? You'll need a battery first. The quartz crystal conducts electricity from the battery. The crystal vibrates 32,768 times per second as a result of the electricity. The electrical circuit counts the vibrations and advances the second hand after 32,768 vibrations. We have to admit that this is the coolest and most perplexing watch fact we have come across. Number 21. That watch is smiling at me. Watches displayed in stores and showrooms are typically set to 1010 or 250. What's the reason? When the hands are in this position, the watch appears to have a smiley face. This improves the mood of the customer and encourages them to buy. Number 22. Watch tan. It's the dreaded summer quandary. What to wear? Nobody wants to have a nice even tan and then have a pale band of skin around their wrist. In fact, over 40% of non-watch wearers avoid wearing them for this very reason. Is it worth it to be late in order to be bronzed all over? We'll leave it up to you. That's all we have for now. Thank you for your time. Have you had your fill of watch trivia? Or are there any other fun facts about watches we might have missed? What are your thoughts on this? Please leave your feedback in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our Luxe Life YouTube channel for more exciting content if you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next video.